Raider Nation, do it. Comment the pray hands. The Oakland Raiders have so many injuries going on right now. So I'm going to take you through 5 injuries that you need to pay attention to before the Raiders versus Bears game. So do it right now. Comment below the pray hands. And now you're about to hear this new song, new intro from my dude, Nicky Bonds.
That's that autumn wind. Shout out to the Raiders, man, we about to win.
Go check out my man's new album. That song is called Latency. Clelin Ferrell, is he possibly out against the Bears? It's starting to worry me a little bit. So if you're following along with the Raiders going on, or the reports in London, you'll see that Clelin right now isn't practicing. He missed Wednesday, and he missed Thursday's practice. So according to John Gruden, he suffered a concussion in Week 4 versus the Colts. Now, he hasn't been playing up to his standard, I'll say, but Cleveland needs to get it going, and I'll also say this. He's been asked to do a whole bunch with this defensive line. He's been struggling. He is potentially out, but let's get one thing clear. The Oakland Raiders are a better team with Clelin Ferrell on the football field. So I can't honestly tell you if he's going to play or not. My fingers are crossed. I'm praying for him. Comment below, because the Raiders defense going up against the Bears, yes, that offense isn't scary, but the Raiders defensive line is really, well, kind of thin, because I can't really count on Arden Key right now. Luckily, P.J. Hall's been really stepping up the defensive tackle position. Maxx Crosby needs to get in the starting lineup between you and me. He's been playing absolutely sensational. But let's get one thing clear. I've had a lot of people say, Mitch, the Raiders need to bench Clelin Ferrell. No. No, 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 no. I understand he has not been playing all that great, but you do not bench the player that you drafted 4th overall. So predict the score for Raiders versus the Bears. The Raiders are 5.5-point underdogs, and the over-under in this game is 40 points. So I want you to predict the score, Raiders versus Bears. I want you to comment below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, give me your score predictions. And here's my thing. If you want to know what I think the score is going to be in this game, I want you to look up on my IG story, at Mitchell Renz 365. I'm going to put the score prediction for Raiders versus the Bears on my IG story. So if you're not already following me, make sure you do, at Mitchell Renz 365. The next player that is questionable for Week 5 scares me a little bit. It's Tyrell Williams. So he's kind of been dealing with a whole bunch of little injuries all season long, and what scares me is that these little injuries are going to add up to something severe. So he missed both Wednesday and Thursday practice with a foot injury. I'm not a doctor, but you need your feet in order to be able to run, and that's important in football. Now, the wide receiver depth chart, it's thin as it is. But without Tyrell Williams, who, you can see below there, leads the Raiders with 4 touchdown grabs, without him, it gets thin, and it's kind of scary to think about what this wide receiver core would look like without him. So here's what our depth chart looks like with Tyrell Williams. He's obviously our wide receiver 1. J.J. Nelson, who you might see here in a little bit. Hunter Renfrow out of the slot. But Tyrell has really been shouldering a lot of this workload for this depth chart. I mean, he's got 17 catches, 216 yards, 4 touchdowns. The reason why Tyrell was brought in was to be, well, the 1B to somebody that has, AB. And he's filled in great. And he's got 4 straight games with a touchdown. And I'm excited to see what Tyrell is going to be able to do the entire year. But as you can see right here, without Tyrell, it's not looking too pretty. I mean, Hunter Renfrow is the next wide receiver on our list. He's only got 11 catches for 89 yards. And you got J.J. Nelson, 4 for 36. Hell, Ryan Grant's not even on the team, as you can see, without his background's an NFL logo. And then you have Keelan Doss. Without Tyrell Williams, our receiving yards leaders on the Raiders, it gets very, very thin. Now, let me mention, it's just the wide receivers that you're seeing on screen. So if you think that the Raiders are going to beat the Bears, which, God, you're watching the Raiders Report. This isn't called the Bears Report. If it was called the Bears Report, we wouldn't even be able to make a show out of it. So if you think the Raiders are going to beat the Bears, I need you to like this video right now. I anticipate this video getting, we'll say 10,000, maybe 20,000 views. If it doesn't get 10 to 20,000 likes, I'm going to be disappointed. And the other cool thing that I figured out is I can see who likes the videos. So I'm also giving shout-outs to people who like videos. Will the Raiders beat the Bears? Like this video. And if you're saying, hell yeah, Mitch, they are, go to BetDSI and put some money on it. The Bears are 5.5-point favorites. Last week, the Colts were 7-point favorites. What happened? The Raiders won that football game. They got this underdog mentality right now, and I'm telling y'all, go to BetDSI, chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code Raiders120 for 120% deposit bonus. Put down $50, get $60 for free, and send me a screenshot on IG or on Twitter that you signed up at BetDSI, and I'm going to get you a free shirt from Raider Nation store. Let's go. Next wide receiver that's scaring me a little bit. It's J.J. Nelson. So he's dealing with a knee injury, and at first I saw that he was limited on Wednesday. That actually got me excited because he hasn't really been practicing during the week. And then he trotted out onto practice on Thursday. The reason why I'm, honestly scared is because he had to leave practice on Thursday. Anytime you see a player that leaves practice early later on in the week, that's not a good sign. Not a good sign. So as you can see below, I'm giving this one 2 Chucky heads on whether or not Nelson plays because I think it's going to be 50-50, and I think it's going to be a game-time decision. Luckily for the Raiders, though, they made a smart trade, and they went out and got Trevor Davis. Dude, going over the graphics, producer Alicia was like, wait, how can you have a touchdown and not have any receiving yards? Because the Raiders got him more involved in the rushing game. So he had 2 carries, 74 yards, and he took 60 yards the first time he touched the ball in silver and black, all the way to the house. Now, I think J.J. Nelson, honestly, is a better catcher of the football, but Trevor Davis might actually be faster than J.J. Nelson. It's very, very close, but if J.J. Nelson isn't healthy, I want him to rest up because we do have a burner now, luckily, in Trevor Davis. Sure, Trevor Davis might not have the best hands in the world, but if we can at least get him out on the field, and if he's at least a threat, that's all you need, is a threat to stretch the field. That's a big way that you can really, really impact this Bears defense that's going to be without their best linebacker. So if you like the new intro music, I want you to comment below Nicky Bonds. So Nicky Bonds is the new artist. You're going to be seeing a lot of the music that he makes on this show. And I want you to go check out what he does on Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora. Just type in Nicky Bonds. That song that he dropped was Latency. And by the way, my dude is a big Raiders fan. That's why he made the song. Let's go to the next player, Dwayne Harris. So he's missed week 3 and 4 with an ankle injury. Limited in practice on Wednesday, did not practice on Thursday. I'm kind of leaning towards him potentially not playing again. Dwayne Harris at age 31 is a very, very smart football player. And I really wanted the Raiders to bring back Dwayne Harris. And I love Dwayne Harris. But J.J. Nelson and Trevor Davis right now in the punt return, kick return game, I think actually give us a better chance, especially if Dwayne Harris isn't 100% healthy. So the big thing that I want to take away from Harris is, from in terms of wide receivers, I don't really think we need him on the field for that. Special teams, when fully healthy, Dwayne, yes, I want you back on the field. But until that happens, there are so many injuries right now with the Raiders. Make sure you guys are commenting the pray hands. That until these guys get 100% healthy, I don't want them to get rushed back, because if they rush back and then get hurt again, that's just the last thing that the Raiders need right now. So get us to 30K subscribers, currently at 27,164. Once I get to 30K subscribers, I've been told then I'm allowed to do Edward Forty-Hands, which thank freaking God. So subscribe, youtube.com/RaidersReport. Get us to 30K subscribers. So here are some of my loyal subscribers. I told you before that I can see who likes videos. Yeah, again, I can see who comments, and then I click on the thing, and then I can see who likes my videos. So Octavio, Rashawn, Joker, Hosvada, did I get it? And then Raider Chris, appreciate you. What I want you guys to do, since you're loyal subscribers, take that link below, youtube.com/RaidersReport, and send it to your friends. I also want to give a shout out to my top Facebook fans. If you're not liking the channel on Facebook, it's facebook.com/JustWinBabyRaiders there in the lower side of your screen. Willie, Rich, AJ, Gunner, Polo, much love to you guys. If you want to become a top Facebook fan, like, comment, and then share the videos on Facebook. And then I'm trying to grow the nation on IG as well. People need to know that we are the best, most notorious fans in the entire league. So Raider, Clint, King, Joker, Mama, what up, girl? Go give these Raider fans a follow on IG, and if you see your name on screen, heck, even if you don't, take a screenshot, tag me in it, and I'll put it on my IG story. The last player that I want to talk about that we need to be updated on, it's Gabe Jackson. So John talked about him a little bit earlier in the week and said that, he's progressing well. He suffered that MCL injury all the way back on August 8th. And when I got the initial 8-week recovery timetable, I told everyone, don't expect Gabe Jackson back until week 7. And that's exactly what the Raiders are doing. And sure, the Raiders are a better football team with Gabe Jackson out there, but until he's 100% healthy, do not rush him back. Because the Raiders, they've actually been kind of hurt, and now that Jordan Devy, who just gave me a follow on IG, much appreciated Jordan, is banged up and out for the season, we need this offensive line fully healthy. So Gabe Jackson is going to miss Week 5 against the Bears, and we got the bye week on Week 6, so he's got 2 weeks to get healthy. Expect him back Week 7 versus the Packers, and we need him back against the Packers because on the road in Green Bay, not an easy game. On the road against Houston, not an easy game. And the Detroit Lions, Week 9, they're playing some solid football right now. And between you and me, I want to see Gabe Jackson at 100% healthy Week 9 versus the Lions. And I want to see it in person because I am going to Raiders versus Lions. Very, very excited to be able to say that. Raider Nation store, not only are they helping me with these shirts, they're also, helping me get there to the game. So DM me on Instagram, at Mitchell Renz 365 if you want to tailgate, if you want to shotgun some beers, if you want to take some pictures, hang out, have a good time. DM me on Instagram, at Mitchell Renz 365 because I am going to the Raiders versus Lions game. Now, if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you because the Raiders Report is the most watched #1 Raiders channel on YouTube and on Facebook. And if you're not already subscribed, you got to click this button here. And if you want to watch my next video, then go ahead and click over here. Raider Nation, I love you. That one's for Chucky Heads. Believe it, baby.